Live from the upper deck of the Allure of the Seas, January 2024. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and it's the start of another cruise out of Port Canaveral, Florida. And got the cell phone and the little small rig on a tripod right up behind one of the Flowriders. The very top deck, back in the corner of the Allure of the Seas, as we're watching all of the other ships leave. Not too many, actually, a couple. Yeah, there was about 5 or 6 of them in port. We were going to be, I think, maybe the third one out. So one more still to go. And it's our old friend Mariner of the Seas coming up here that's going to go alongside us on the port side of the ship. Beautiful weather, late January, kind of right at the very end of January 2024. We see a lot of questions on our Royal Caribbean Cruising group on Facebook about cruising in January or February, like what's the weather like and things like that. It's usually not a problem. It's kind of one of those that every once in a while there might be a little storm system or something that impacts the cruise, but we've gone out on cruises that time of year before on several occasions and not really had a problem. So there was one year on Mariner, actually, a couple of years ago in 2022, I think, where we were going down the coast of Florida coming out of Port Canaveral. Had a little bit of bumpy weather. So that particular day, it was a little crazy, but the other times that we've gone through that time of year cruising down the coast of Florida from Port Canaveral, it's not been an issue. So most of the time it's okay. The weather in the Caribbean that time of year is usually pretty good, especially once you kind of get to like South Florida, the Bahamas, and everything south of that. Even in January, it's going to be pretty warm down there to where you're at least wearing shorts and t-shirts and stuff. So the start of another little cruise. This one was a nice little simple, going over to Perfect Day at Coco Cay and then Nassau, Bahamas. Gave us a chance to go see the new cruise terminal that they built in Nassau that opened in 2023. They had spent quite a bit of money and a lot of time planning that, and so they opened it to a lot of fanfare in 2023. And this was our first chance to get over there and kind of see it in person, so that was pretty cool. We were in Nassau in 2021 to do the startup cruise season on the Adventure of the Seas. This was way back during the height of the pandemic, and the CDC had everything locked down. And Royal Caribbean, the only way they could restart was to literally go out of the Bahamas where the CDC couldn't stop them. And we had to fly over to Nassau, and it was a weird check-in process in the British Colonial Hilton Hotel and testing paperwork and all kinds of stuff. And so we had been in Nassau back then, and they were just getting started building the new cruise terminal, in 2021. So it was kind of cool to go back and, a couple of years later at the beginning of 2024 and walk through the finished product and see it and everything. So beautiful day up here. Just kind of sitting here watching the Mariner very slowly go by us as we await our turn. You get a look here at some of the different restaurants and other things that are right here in Port Canaveral. One of our favorite, which is Fish Lips, is kind of there in the center of the screen with that weird dock kind of in the water. It's right next to that. It's kind of like a blue roof to it. That's also where the Port Canaveral PTZ camera is mounted, on the roof of that building. So Fish Lips is a great place to go and have lunch and just kind of watch the cruise ships go by. And a lot of times they'll hit the horn as they're going through that part. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but we've been at Fish Lips before and seen the ships go by and they hit the horn and everything, so that's pretty cool. So just the start of another basic little cruise on the Allure of the Seas, January 2024 out of Port Canaveral, Florida.
Yeah, we were on that one 2 years ago.
That's one of my favorite ones.
That was the one that had the really nice diamond club. Remember?
The what?
The Really nice Diamond Lounge, Diamond
Oh,
Club,
yeah.
over there next to the Viking Crown.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites in that class. And Adventure. Is Adventure still in service?
Yeah,
That's also Voyager, right?
there were 5 ships in the Voyager class.
Yeah, Adventure and Mariner. But I think Mariner I like better than Adventure. Yeah, see, I don't think this one got that amplification.
It got its version of it, yeah.
This one did?
Oh no, I'm talking about Mariner.
Yeah. No. It's not all like the newer stuff.
Yeah,
Several of them.
we're going next.
God, the divers are still